I like everything. No, more like the first 5 shots hurt. Yeah, they're also doing 1 lane pretty much across the entire building for because of the COVID. So, thanks, COVID. All right, so turn the camera on for a second. We got a couple people here. Stupid glass is fogging up on me. Arrow out. No, I will not be throwing the parallax at all. I don't have it anymore, so may it rest in peace. Strike made possible by the letter P and the number 2. It is on the rack, but that was actually, I think all the 3 strikes with the pin down Reckham. So, as y'all probably kind of surmised, I'll show the rack real quick. This is my practice set for the night. Got phase 2 in the middle finger, pin down Reckham, pin up Reckham, pin up Electrify Pearl, my pin up High Road Pearl, and my pin and middle finger trend. So, phase 2 and the trend, I already know what they do. Main idea here is I haven't actually taken those 4 weak balls, the 2 Reckhams, the Electrify and the High Road Pearl, and actually like done a pure side-by-side comparison. So that's one part of the goal for tonight. The other part of the goal is I realized yesterday after my heavyweight belt match, my timing was off, and I've been dropping the ball into my swing too quickly. So that's the other thing, is focus on getting the ball into my swing at a better point, and hopefully that'll help with actually hitting what I'm looking at. So that's the general plan. I think I'm going to go back and forth between the two Recums. Yeah, timing and footwork. It's more about push away for me than anything else when I'm dropping the ball out of my push away. Footwork itself isn't that bad. So if I just slot the ball into my swing the right time, then I'm good. High road pearl, yes. I actually haven't thrown that ball in a while. So probably going to start with the Recums for now, and then I'll start mixing in the high road and electrify, and we'll see what happens. This is on dead fresh house shot, by the way. As you saw when I turned the stream on, the lane was literally fresh when I got here. And I also don't have a spare ball with me, so I'm just going to be resetting tempins. Don't judge me. If any of y'all watching, if y'all have any questions, kind of as I'm working through stuff about the gear I'm throwing, what I'm working on, or really anything else, fire away, and I'll answer as best as I can. Phase 2 wouldn't have left that? Yeah, probably. A little bit. You take it that I like the Phase 2. That is correct. That is extremely factual. This is the one on the rack. It's Phase 2, number 11. This one I'm going to be leaving in Kansas City when I go there later this week. What am I specifically working on? I'm dropping the ball from my push away into my backswing too early is the main thing physically. If I get that right, then everything else slots into place. If I don't, then my timing gets early on my backswing, which then means my feet run ahead and I get late timing by the time I'm at the release point and either dump it right or muscle it left, and neither of those are good. Yeah, Mike, I think I owe you one of the old ones I've got, one of the old Phase 2s. So let me know when you want that. And that was the pin down Recum right there. The ball's actually looking pretty good on this. That was the candy cane to the arrow out. That was that No Tab 900 was about a year ago, I think. Yeah, a little over a year ago. When's the new Rubicon review coming? Good question. I can't order mine yet. I think I get to order it tomorrow. So it'll probably be mid-January, I'm guessing. Throw 9, get 9. I was throwing backup ball at it, I don't care. Alright, so what I'm going to do for the next little bit is switch back and forth between the pin down Reckham and the pin up electrified Pearl. Just kind of move around the lane, see if I can kind of feel out the differences because they are pretty close. I threw those two shots over the same spot, same way, and they went to the same spot. So. I think I struck on that next shot, Virginia. Sorry, better luck next time. Good news is the timing and tempo and everything feels pretty good. So just kind of nice and easy. Slow the first few steps, get it into the swing, and let it go from there. And there we have our first chink in the armor. Trying to get creative, I see, Virginia. If I don't make this 10 pin, 5 new balls of your choice. Only way to win is to not play, so I'm resetting it. Thoughts on the Astro being discontinued? Highly unfortunate. Wish I had more than one of them stashed. I freaking love that ball. Yeah, so even going, I'm in arrow plus left to where I started with these. We're still doing basically the exact same thing. We're throwing that out because I stuck. Igor, yes, that Electrified Pearl is a lot of fun to throw. It does seem to run out of gas a little bit as I go left. This is a very, very fresh out, like literally fresh when I got onto the lane. So I think that's why I'm wrap 10ing as I chase it. It's a lot of fun to throw, though. Brent, appreciate the kind words. Just been doing basically keto diet, so basically eliminating as many like starchy stuff, as much starchy stuff as I can. So a lot of meat, a lot of veggies, a lot of protein, a lot of fat. But just trying to eat when I'm hungry. So I think I've dropped 23 pounds since Halloween, which is when I started. So it's been going pretty good. Clee Swag, sick of seeing these Wrap 10s. Dude, I'm throwing weak stuff on dead fresh house shot in a low friction, pretty tight house. It's gonna happen. Team IFD High Series of 729, and then shut down a month plus ago. Can't wait to bowl again. Yeah, great set, man. Unfortunately, they shut down. Hope things are going well in your corner of the world. Scotty, yes, they discontinued past tense. That happened a couple weeks ago. The Astrophysics is no longer in the product line, which is a little bit of a bummer, in my opinion. I really enjoyed that ball. But at the same time, HQ has gone out of their way to kind of emphasize with this recent round of all the stuff they discontinued that when they discontinue stuff, they do it for a reason. And they've always got more awesome stuff coming down the pipe. So whatever it may be, I'm sure there's something else that's going to be really, really good that'll come in that'll be able to replace that. So just keep an eye on stormbowling.com. All right, there we go. I think we're back. Realized I was using bowling alley Wi-Fi, which is not very good. So apologies, I'm back. Got to be a physics or parallax with Nano Extreme. Honestly, this is my personal wish list more than anything else. I would really like to see R2X Pearl, the Marvel Pearl cover, but on a the R2X Pearl, but with the physics core. I think that would actually be pretty cool. A little more cover traction than an Astrophysics, but the same general type of shape. And yeah, I haven't gotten my UC2 yet, but I have heard some chatter that's close-ish to that. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Best thing I can do is let my eyes be my guide more than anything else. That was my fault. This was the center that used to have the 50-foot house shot, yes. I think it's more like 41 or 42 feet now. It's actually somewhat reasonable. And yes, hashtag those masking units. I'm really liking how tumbly before. I like how tumbly that pin down Reckham is, while still recovering pretty well from deep, honestly. Have the belt back before your knee heals. That's unfortunate, Mike. Keep resting it, man. When does a good bowling begin? Let's see. How do I mute someone on here? See if I can figure this out real quick. No. Let's see. Ooh, put user in timeout. There we go. I still have it somewhere on my phone. Riley, the old pattern. It was dumb. Good practice makes good bowling. Yes, for sure. So those last two shots were with the pin and middle ring finger. So that was just kind of get a strength comparison. That was the pin and middle trend. Before that was an alternation between the pin up Electrify Pearl and the pin down Reckham. Yeah, Ren Dust, those last two shots were the trend. Chris Hendricks, Storm has not made any sort of announcement formally about that yet to the public, and so I will not be either. Once they say, then you'll know is same plan I do, basically. So I think it would be really cool to be able to throw that stuff. I think that has some very interesting chords and very interesting shapes, but till then, just gonna keep striking with what I got. So actually, Rockness, let me show you the rack real quick, just to talk you through what I got here. Pin and middle phase 2, pin up high road, pin and middle trend. Hi Mark, hang on a minute. Pin down Reckham, pin up Electrify Pearl, pin up Reckham. So just trying out a bunch of weak stuff and trying to sort through that. So what's up, bud?
Just coming to your autograph.
How's it going, man? Good. Practicing and live streaming with my YouTube channel.
You just starting? You just getting started?
I've been here for 30 minutes.
Oh, you have?
Yeah. So those, don't say anything. Just yeah. There we go. So that, any balls I'm really looking forward to. I'm really looking forward to trying that UC2, the Rubicon Pearl. I've really enjoyed the original Rubicon, so Pearl version of the same ball. It's not going to be bad, I'm pretty sure. It can't be bad, in theory. High flush. Yeah. The trend is actually hooking more than I thought it would, given kind of where it is, strength-wise, relative to everything else I got with me. So, going to throw a few shots with the High Road Pearl, see where that stacks up in here. Hard to give away the pocket of weaker stuff. Yeah, it depends on the pattern. When you're on fresh like this, I agree 100%. When you're on burn, that's what it's really good for. Definitely feel a pinch of separation between that the trend which I was throwing before and those two shots I just threw with the High Road Pearl. It's just a slight bit of separation. High Road Pearl doesn't really roll quite as early, so it booms a little more down lane. But it's pretty subtle, honestly. Okay, and that was the pin-up Reckham, and it went sideways. Did not see that one coming. Yeah, I'm not sure what that was. I'm gonna cross over, like squash it. Move 3 and it doesn't even make the pocket. I don't know. Hang on. Okay, so that pin-up Reckham I think might be benched for now at least. The cover feels really slimy, even after just a couple shots. So I think it might just need a good deep cleaning and some fresh surface, which hopefully I'll have time for that before I go to Kansas, so I can have that option. If not, not a huge deal. And yeah, Riley, High Road Pro versus Pin Down Reckham. Yeah, that's probably the next thing I'm gonna look at. Might throw a few shots of the phase 2 just as a reference point. Can I purposely try to leave a 4 count? I'd rather spend my time doing something productive, Fruit. Stopping back from the line, it's a habit. I don't know why I haven't really been able to break it. I've done it ever since I got back into bowling. I'm not sure why. Never really had a problem with fouling either. And that right there is why I use a spare ball. Cover feels slimy. Time for a deep clean and detox. I mean, I'm assuming that's what it is because my Pin Down Reckham is not acting at all like that. That's the only difference is cover age. So, only thing I can think of. Yeah, your ball should never feel slimy. If it does, yeah, clean it. Clean up on aisle 14. Do what?
Lose some weight.
Yeah, I've been doing keto. Seeming a little tight right now. Yeah, that's gonna happen. Throwing weak stuff on fresh. Fallback, probably not. Fallback doesn't really look that good here. Can't really shim it that much. The middle of the lane's too flat. That the pin down Reckham is moving more than I thought it would relative to the high road in terms of friction response. Straight as you can, and I'll try. Got a little bit of space to move. Hashtag hit it harder. Craig, I think you have me mistaken for a different YouTube channel. Yeah, I try to not hit up on the ball too much. Just saying. Not straight or fast enough. Yeah, whatever. All right, that's all you're getting. All right, you headed out, Mark?
Yeah, see you later.
All right, see you, man. Yeah. Luke, are you talking about just in general or from right there when I was playing straighter? Luke, are you there? Okay, yeah, when I was getting really left, I agree. I think I was twisting it on a little bit with the phase too, just to make sure it could corner because it does feel a little lazy right now. Yeah, last shot felt good. That was the pin down Reckham that I just threw. Right now, that is the leading contender to bring as my weak ball for this weekend. And all right, sounds good. Later, fruit. How am I doing with the mask and the glasses fogging up? The mask that I use, here, I'll show you real quick. It's made by a company called Braddock. They're made out in California. So you can kind of see inside of the mask has this like nylon layer. It essentially kind of diffuses my breath rather than just letting it blow straight out of the sides. So my glasses don't fog up a ton when I'm wearing this mask, which is actually kind of nice. It is still warm. I mean, my face feels like it's getting, my face feels like it's in an Instant Pot right now, which is not very fun. But it's better than most other masks that I've tried, so I'll take it. Good choice with the Reckham. Yeah, I want to like that Electrified Pearl. It just, it seems like it quits a little bit easier than that pin down Reckham does as I move left. And honestly, that's the main gap. Polished Crux Prime, Hugh, I promise you that was not a Polished Crux Prime. That, yeah, I would not like that ball at all. Yeah, I'm KT back ends. Yes, exactly. No, I agree there. It's honestly a toss up and a matter of comfort at this point. I feel like that pin down Reckham has a little more workability and usability. Spec on this YouTube channel? Correct. No. Preppy Punk, look up Braddock masks. Braddock. Even I, Crux Prime lover, hated it when shiny. Yeah, Spec is a very polarizing cover. I think I've talked about that before. I'm not one of the people that likes it for obvious reasons. Yeah, that was my fault. Just didn't get it in the spot. Phase 2 gonna do phase 2 things. Rake kit, yeah. That's a pretty common occurrence in this building, unfortunately. The racks are really slow, so there's that. Phase 2, gonna do Phase 2 things. Phase 2 gonna be the Kansas City moneymaker this weekend. Factual. Although, when is that ball not a moneymaker? Just saying. That slap out was for you, Riley. Free barbecue for you. Yeah, not so sure about that, Luke. That's good to see. Oof size large. Yeah, factual. Phase 2 or the Rubicon for a heavy league shot. Higher rev, medium, high speed. Kind of depends on what else is in your bag. In my opinion, if you don't have a Phase 2, you're doing life wrong. I'd really have to know what else you got in your bag to be able to properly answer that, Joseph. I will say this as another thought along those lines. If you go back and watch my Rubicon video that came out last month or early this month, I forget exactly. Nothing but a venom shot for solids. Okay, what I mean, I'm kind of the opinion that cover stock designators don't really matter that much. What are you normally carrying with you to a league night? Let me ask that. Phase 3 IQ Nano Venom Shock. I'd say probably a Rubicon, or look at the RST X1. I've really been enjoying, I mean, obviously I've got a lot of hand, a lot of speed, and RST has been an absolute monster. I think you'll see a little more differentiation with a RST or a Rubicon over a Phase 2 in addition to those. I don't know. I think the Rubicon might, or I think the RST might be a little more, feel a little more familiar. The Rubicon's cover is not actually super duper strong, which is why I say that. The Rubicon cover feels very similar to R2S Solid to me. So I'd worry a little bit. When you've already got some balls that have some pretty strong covers, it's not like you should be hurting for cover traction. You just need more core inside of a strong enough cover. And so that makes you think that an RST might be a better way to go for you. Yeah, sure thing, Joseph. Getting close to closing time for the center, I think. Just gonna finish out this game. Probably call it quits. So if you have any other questions, fire away. Otherwise, probably another 4 or 5 minutes. After those shots, Electrify Pearl looks deadly from straight. Yes, it does, and that's kind of, I don't know. It does. The Electrify Pearl seems a little better from straight. The Reckham a little better from left. So that's definitely the trade-off. Making you want an Electrify Pearl. I mean, dude, it looks like a freaking rolling cotton candy ball going down the lane. How could you not want that? Masked and Forced here, they are at the center, yeah. Which we're in a pretty urban area where people tend to be a little more emphatic about that, shall we say. Try the Afterburner just because Electrify Pearl is pretty. I mean, hashtag Storm Nation, just saying. Bucket crumbler? Yeah, it's more of a swish hit than a crumbler, but yeah. That one was terrible. Can't crumble the bucket if you don't hit the head pin, right? Helps to hit the front one. Yeah, thanks, Riley. Did not see that coming. See if I can make this. Pretty close. All right. 50 ball drop game. Yeah. Had the same arcade here since like 1995, it feels like. And that shot would have been switched on 2.5 games ago. Holy crap. Antonio, ball I'm throwing right now, just going back on the return, is a pin up electrified pearl. I like how that electrified pearl seems to create a little more hold in the middle of the lane. That one just kind of picked up and then just laid there a little bit more. I don't think the Reckham would have stopped from right there. So, all right, just get one good one and then call it a day. That was marginal. Solid hit, yeah. That electrified pearl is hitting really, really well for how cheap of a ball it is. I'll come out and say it. Threw that really good. Just jumped a little bit. All right, that was a good one. I think I'm gonna call it with that. Thank you all for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed this a little bit. It's kind of me talking through some equipment feel out. I think it's So Storm-made R2S versions of these. Yeah, it's called the IQ Tour Emerald and the IQ Tour Fusion because the cores are almost the same and the covers are just R2S instead of regular reactor Igor. Yeah, because the IQ Tour core is 2.49 RG and a 0.029 differential, versus Electrifies are 2.51 RG and a 0.030 differential. So close enough, you're never going to feel it. Electrified Pearl feels a lot like an Emerald. It's just kind of, I don't know, it's hard to describe. It just reads the friction a little bit differently. I really like it so far. So it seems a little more slower and a little bit more tumbly on friction versus the Emerald picks up and makes a little more of a hard arc on friction, relative to each other at least. So anyways, it has been fun, y'all. Thank you for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed. And yeah, I'll see y'all next time. And until then, good luck and good bowling.